All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining this week's Fun Fact Friday. Today, we're going to be going over the Smart CRM and Smart Campaigns in your kvCORE platform. My name's Rebecca, and I'm part of the Allison James Estates and Home support team. We go live on Facebook every Friday at 10 a.m. PST to discuss different ways for you to improve in your real estate business. Any questions or comments that you have, I'd love to talk about them with you. Just post them in the comments section below. We've been doing a video series for Fun Fact Friday where I've been focusing on kvCORE the last 3 weeks. If you've missed any of our videos, I highly recommend finding them in the video section on your Facebook group and watch them. We did a system overview 1 week and then lead gen last week, and now we're getting into the Smart CRM. So kvCORE is the true all-in-one platform that we're able to offer to our agents here. It has the lead engine, the web and IDX, the Smart CRM, listings, and transactions. Benefits of using a Smart CRM allows client data management, allows your client data to be stored all in one place. It also tracks all of your conversations with your clients, such as phone calls, text, and emails. The Smart CRM adds task lists, and it also implements your calendar into the Smart CRM with alerts and templates. It tracks your performance and productivity, logging your new clients, new leads, and it holds you accountable for your goals. And overall, just allows you to work and run more efficiently as a real estate agent. So today we're going to be going over the Smart CRM as well as the Smart Campaigns. So let's get started. I'm going to go on to my kvCORE platform here. After I log in, I'm going to move to the Smart CRM directly here on the left-hand side. And this is going to be where you're going to be having all of your contacts, your leads, buyer leads, clients, everything will be stored in here. Now, there are 2 ways to have your previous contacts stored into kvCORE. You can add a contact manually by clicking Add Contact here. You'll put in the first name, last name, and move through the options accordingly. This is where you'll be able to add in the lead status, whether it's a prospect, new lead, active lead, client, and so forth. The lead source will be a manual lead. You can also set them up on a hashtag. Now, previously with our other videos, a hashtag is where you can customize and categorize these leads. So if this is a lead from Zoom or Zillow, maybe a first-time home buyer, you can always add in the lead source here. We'll just leave that one blank. And then you can set them up on a Smart Campaign. We do have Smart Campaigns in our Smart CRM, but if you're just logging into your kvCORE platform, you don't have any Smart Campaigns. So we'll go over today how to add in a Smart Campaign and what a Smart Campaign really is. Once you have that Smart Campaign in there, you could select this new lead to be able to be started up on one of your Smart Campaigns. If you like to have a lender assigned to this contact, you could let us know here at the support office here at Allison James, and we'd be more than happy to add that lender in your kvCORE, and so you can assign this lender to this lead. You could CC the lender on all of those emails and texts, and you'll also be able to add notes in here. kvCORE does validate the data, so if there's any information that they can pull that is related to the email or the phone number, it'll validate the data and also let you know if this is a good phone number for you to be able to text or if it's a landline. You'll just add the contact here, and that contact will be stored in your Smart CRM. Now that's manually adding them in one by one. There's also another way, which is called bulk import. And the bulk import is in the lead engine. So I'm going to click here really quick. And the bulk import is right here in the middle. You could select Get Started and add in that CSV file, and it'll show you exactly how to do that as well. You can also, if you'd like, have a kvCORE specialist add in that configuration process your leads in there all at once as well. All right, so let's go back to the Smart CRM. Once you have some leads in here, I would also add yourself in here just so you could kind of see what the Smart CRM really is. That way it allows you to be able to get those texts, get those emails, and kind of see how you would be interacting with your clients. So here you can see this is where the names are of your leads, the status of them, the rating. So this is pretty much up to you. You could put this as a 5-star rating new lead, someone who you'd really want to contact, who's, they're texting you back, they're looking on your site. The activity is going to be stored here between you and the lead. So how many phone calls, how many emails, and how many texts. The location of the lead. So if this lead came in through maybe one of your landing pages, they may have already put in the address or the location that they're seeking. Or you'll be able to manually input that in there as well. The interest of this lead, the last visit they had on your site, last call, the date that they were created here, the source of the lead, whether there was from a direct website, an organic website, or if it was a manual ad. And then if you have any next call to actions will be up here as well. So I'm just going to click here on this top lead, and I will show you how this lead really kind of works and how you can add in details here. So here we have a lead that just came in. You could see where the lead had a contact assigned to the that when this contact was assigned to the agent, yourself, the date, and then that it was validated, the email quality, and it'll also give you some more information in regards to the lead, as much as it can find. And then if any timeline, so your timeline is here, so any interaction between you and the lead will be stored here on your timeline. Any questions, emails, texts will all be stored right here. All right, so to edit this lead, of course, you don't want to have him in as French Bob. If you wanted to put Bob in here as his first name and then have him as his last name, of course, that'll be between you and the lead, interacting, hey, what's your first and last name? May I get that information? Of course, you would add that in here and save it. This will show you if they are a seller, you'll want to put in their MLS ID number in here so you can store that information. It'll let you know the last active, how many views in a week, and how many views total will be stored here. The phone number of the lead, so you can call and text the lead from here. I do want to mention any texts and calls, emails, so those are all going to be stored in here, but of course they're also going to be through your phone number as well. So if you're receiving a text, it's not going to go straight. It will go straight to your kvCORE, but it's also going to go onto your phone as well. So everything's going to just hold you accountable here. Add in or edit their email. If you wanted to set them up on search alerts, you can do so here. Hashtags, if you wanted to add a hashtag to this lead, such as test lead, new lead, VA approved, repeat client, and such, you could just add them in here and update that tag. This will keep you in, allow you to keep interest in this lead and keep that category in there. Now, if you wanted to add them on any campaigns, you can add a campaign right here. We have them set up automatically on the conversion default new buyer. If this if this client is someone who is a seller, you'll probably have their market report in here. And then this gives you a summary. So any information about the lead, and of course, let's go into the more details here. So this, you'll want to put in their contact information, any home preferences they have if they are buying. Primary address will be in here, the valuation. You can add a property in here, send them valuations of their home. Referral source, and then any other information will be stored in here, such as their birthday. I would definitely put that in so you can be able to send them a happy birthday and whatnot. And then any talking points. So here is a talking point that was generated by our Smart CRM. I mean, not our Smart CRM, I'm sorry, our Smart campaign. So I'm gonna scroll back up here. So that's how you can edit your lead and customize this lead to whomever it is. All right. When you have that valuation or the home preferences in here, those will automatically be stored in the alerts. So I'm going to go to alerts here, and this is where you're going to be able to set them up on alerts using the Smart CRM. You'll select edit here, and you can put in the alert settings here, put in those options, select the listing type. So if they're looking for pending, mobile, land, income, multifamily, put in any keywords here, such as garage maybe. They're looking for a garage space, 2-car garage, and then select their options, fixer upper, walkable, just listed, add any bedrooms, bathrooms, price range, and so on and so forth. You could CC their spouse in here if you'd like. That may be a good idea. Now you can save and send this or save and do not send. If you save and send, this will be stored in the timeline to see what you've sent them. The frequency, of course, I forgot to mention. Now you can have this as an instant, daily, 2 times a week, and weekly. That is important. So when you save and send, it will save and send them directly from this frequency. Or you could save and do not send. Like I said, it will be stored in here. Okay? So I'm just going to close out this lead here. So this is the Smart CRM. It's pretty cutthroat, pretty easy. This is where you're going to be able to mass email, mass text, and if you'd like to add any task hashtags, you can do so from these more options here. You could share the contacts, archive them. If you were to archive a contact, that just means it'll not be used. It will no longer be stored in your Smart CRM. They'll be able to kvCORE will be able to gather that data again, I believe. That's one of the reasons why we would archive that. Once you delete the contact, it's out of there completely. And you can also export your contacts at any time. So your contacts, your leads that you generate, those are all going to be stored in here, and you can export those at any time you'd like, okay? All right, so that's a Smart CRM. Let's kind of get into the Smart Campaigns, because that is very important. It kind of goes with the Smart CRM, of course. So I'm going to go to, I believe, lead engine. I'm sorry, marketing autopilot. And then I'm going to start a campaign here. So once you go on to marketing autopilot, Smart Campaigns here, you also have the search alerts if you want to learn a little bit more about those. So you can learn more here. The behavioral automation, lead validation, kvCORE mobile dialer is an app, and schedule mass emails if you would like to learn schedule a mass email, you can do so here. So I'm going to go to start a campaign. And like I said, you're not going to have any campaigns in your kvCORE right now, in your library. So kvCORE does have some system campaigns that are already set up for you to be able to utilize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this drop-down arrow right here on the right-hand side. And these are the campaign names, the campaign description. So who is this lead? What is the campaign description kind of tailored to? When does this start? Designed for buyer, seller, renter. The channels, so is there emails, texts, calls, tasks in this Smart Campaign? And touches, how many touches are in this campaign? So how many times are you going to be in contact with this campaign? All right. So I'm going to click on here, the default new lead buyer. This does have 42 touches. So I'm going to click here on the left-hand side, and this is where you can view the campaign actions. So you can see when is this going to be sent out, and it does start when the status is a new lead. So as soon as the lead comes in here, and they are automatically going to be set up on this in here, it'll immediately send the new lead a text. And immediately it'll assign you a call here to call and leave a voicemail. The day one will send out an email for the first time buyer. And I'll show you in a moment too the templates that you'll be able to view to see what you're going to be sending out. So this stays in contact with this lead here for 722 days. It's going to be sending out emails, assigning you tasks, and assigning you calls, which those are going to be showing on your dashboard. So if you have any texts or calls or, tasks or calls, those will be stored on your dashboard for you to be able to know, hey, I need to call this lead. Okay. Now, if you like this campaign, I'm going to go back to campaigns. You'll just want to add it into your kvCORE library. So you can add to the library right here on the left-hand side. And when you do add this to your library, I believe I've added this a couple times. So it's campaign added into my library. So you could see here, I'm gonna go to the second one, and here is the default new lead buyer here. Now this is automatically going to be set to not in use. So you could select this and toggle it to be in use, and you will just select yes to run any lead assigned to this campaign. So all of those new leads coming in that are buyers, they're automatically going to be set up on this default new lead buyer campaign. Okay, and you can look through all of these. You can add all of these campaigns in here into your kvCORE library if you wish. If you had them all set to status on, they won't all run when the status is a new lead or a new buyer. You'll want to assign those yourselves if there's multiple in there like that. Now the templates, this is where you can see those canned responses, those canned emails going out. So the post-call email one was one of the one of the new leads that were, the first email, I apologize, that was going to be sent out. So you could view this email here, and this is what that new lead is going to be getting that email of. So hi, the first name is going to be added in here automatically. That is a hyperlink. So once this is sent out, it'll automatically have that lead's name in here. It'll also have your agent first name, agent last name, and I highly recommend for you to include that signature on those campaigns as well. But this is what that email is going to look like. Now, I was with an agent not too long ago going over a one-on-one. By the way, you could schedule any one-on-one with me to go over anything here. But she asked if there were any templates in here for holidays. And so I was like, I don't know. So I asked kvCORE support here, and they said they don't have any. So that might be a good email for you to be able to add in here as an email template. And because the holidays are coming around, and you can send out your canned email template to all of your leads and whatnot. Okay, but these are the templates in here that they do have, which are the emails, the text messaging, the calls, the tasks, and I'm not exactly sure what the webhook is, but this is going to be extremely helpful for you in your business and keeping contact with those leads. Again, if you guys have any questions, or if you kind of want to go a little bit more in depth with any of the things that I've been going over, or anything with kvCORE, just know you can always schedule a one-on-one with me. You could do so by going to ajiuniversity.com. Under Get Started on your dashboard, you could select Schedule a One-on-One Call, and I would be more than happy to do one-on-one calls with any of you guys. It's kind of how we run here at Allison James. But that wraps up our Fun Fact Friday today. Thank you all for joining me. And if you have any tools that you guys want to learn a little bit more about as well, once we're done with this kvCORE series here, I'd be happy to go over any more other tools that you think would be useful for other agents. Next week, I'm going to get into the Web and IDX, and we'll be going over how to customize your website. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I hope you all have a great holiday here coming up. Bye-bye.